Good morning, everybody. It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. This morning we are in a 1987 Chevrolet Blazer four-wheel drive with a throttle body injected 350 and a 700 R4. Alright, so again we have an 87 Blazer. This is a factory four-wheel drive Blazer. Has a throttle body injected 350. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a VIN off the motor. The way that these are set up, it's hard to get to the one, the casting number, and two, the numbers on the block, which is difficult to see. All signs point to it being the original motor, but I can't 100% verify. But the motor runs great. Throttle body injection works fantastic. 700 R4. The overdrive transmission performs great, so you can drive this thing on the highway. And then, like most of these, it's optioned with power steering, power front disc brakes. Still has manifolds and do a aftermarket dual exhaust system, which sounds good. Once you get into high gear, you don't really hear the exhaust all that much until you really press the throttle some more. So the exhaust sounds good, but it's not crazy loud where you can have a conversation with the people in the truck with you. And it drives like a stock Blazer. Has a nice set of shocks on it. Brand new or almost brand new 33 by 12.5 inch tires. Has a really good road feel to it. It actually drives better than most Blazers. Sometimes these will kind of beat you to death going down the road, and this one is a really smooth driving truck. Factory heat and AC both work. The interior, I believe to be mostly original. It is a factory burgundy interior like you see it. Items that have been changed: it has a dash cap on it, so most likely some little cracks in the dash underneath. And then it has an aftermarket stereo with kick panel speakers. Due to the kick panel speakers, the parking brake will not go down. So that's one thing that doesn't work on it. And then the other items that aren't working is the fuel gauge is not working, the cruise control is not working, and the washer sprayer fluid doesn't work. Pretty easy stuff. The fuel gauge is probably your biggest one that you're going to want to get repaired. But that's pretty easy stuff. The interior is clean, the console's nice. There's a small little spot on the passenger seat right in the center, and then the seat foam on the edge of the driver's seat from getting in and out is kind of broken down a little bit, but it's still a comfortable ride. The seat material is in good shape. The back seat looks good. Headliner's probably been replaced. The visors are like a white vinyl material that match like the interior plastics on the truck. And this is a really cool color combo truck. The exterior is the original color combo, and we'll dive into that here in a little bit. But with the burgundy interior, it's just a nice color combo, and it gives this truck a really cool look. Other wear items: the shiny or the chrome bezel for the gauge cluster is kind of worn. It's probably the original one for the truck. So they make them. You can get it replaced if you want to. Again, carpet's nice, has a nice set of GM style mats in it. Temperature gauge is coming up good, great oil pressure, speedo's working. Nice positive shifts. Again, when you're in the throttle, you definitely hear the exhaust. When you're just cruising, not under heavy acceleration, it's not very loud. Pulls down the road well, and it tracks really nice and straight. And that's about 60 or so miles an hour right there, and it's doing an excellent job of just cruising. Like most square bodies and most Blazers, you got some wind noise from the vent glass, almost inevitable. You can try to replace the rubber on it to make that a little bit better, but I'm not sure it would get a whole lot better. I've replaced them in the past, and they still have some wind noise. Underneath is very solid. No rust issues on the bottom side of this truck. Inner rockers, cab or body mounts, and all that stuff are very nice. Just a clean truck on the bottom side. The exterior, like I mentioned before, it is the original color combo, but it has been repainted. Just from inspecting the truck, it's an older repaint. There are some little flaws. There's a few little fish eyes in the paint and some miscellaneous areas. A little bit of checking in the red on the tailgate, and a little bit of checking down low on both sides in the black. Walking up to the truck, it looks great, but on real close inspection, you can kind of nitpick it. Just miscellaneous touch-ups and imperfections here and there, but it still shows well. This one does have the power back glass, and it does work. Removable hardtop. They're not the easiest thing in the world to remove, but it can be done. Carfax is clean, no accidents, no damage ever reported. Unfortunately, I don't know what the true miles are. It's only got 2 entries in it, like back in the early stages of the truck's life. We're showing 2,556 miles. Again, I don't know. It very well could be 102,000. I just don't know due to the lack of entries. So kind of a question mark on that. But again, the truck drives really nice. The motor's strong. Transmission shift's good. No smoke on cold startup. No smoke going down the road. All your glass is probably original. Like these with the power back glass, it does have some streaks in the rear glass on it, but it does make it all the way up, does make it all the way down. It is a little slow. Same thing with the side glasses. They work, but they are, again, notoriously slow. You could replace the actuators if you want to, but again, they make it down, they make it up. You just have to be a little patient with them. Power locks also work. This truck is optioned with tilt, if I didn't say that before. Windshield's in nice shape with no major issues. Small little stone chip over there on the passenger side window, but nothing that's cracked. And there's like a little tiny one right there, right in front of the driver. Just really minimal stuff. Suspension is stock style suspension, other than it's got newer, I believe they're Rancho shocks on it, so that probably helps with the ride quality as well. But going down this bumpy road, the truck, again, doesn't beat you to death. It's a nice, comfortable ride. The seats feel good. The way that these consoles are set up, it's a nice driving position where you're comfortable to drive with sliding the seat forward and back. I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, and I fit in here very comfortably, and it's a really nice driving position. If you are a larger individual or taller, the seat will go back some, the tilt steering goes up some, so even if you're a bigger guy or taller, you can make this truck comfortably fit you. Do a little U-turn here, avoid the giant pothole that seems to keeps getting bigger every day, and we'll avoid the Explorer with the handicap placard and the Expedition. Factory four-wheel drive, all that stuff works. I believe this one was an automatic locking hub, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure y'all check out our Does It Work section. At the end of all of my advertisements, we have a screenshot of our Does It Work section. We outline what works and what doesn't work on all of our vehicles. Also check out the additional infos tab to make sure you see all the photos of the imperfections. The Carfax will also be in there, along with any other important pictures like motor numbers and stuff like that if we can access them. For example, this one I couldn't get to the casting number on it, so I couldn't take a photo of it. But if we can get there, we take the photos of them. That additional infos tab has got a bunch of really good, useful information in there. So if you're on our website, make sure you scroll down below the vehicle that you're looking at. If you go to the very bottom, you'll see the test drive video link is what you're watching. You'll have the walk around video, and you'll have the additional infos tab below both of those. That'll have all that extra pertinent information that I was talking about. Overall feel, it's a great truck. It runs and drives nice. I love Blazers just as much as I love K10s. They always sell, this one being a factory two-tone exterior with the burgundy interior. Just a cool factory color combo on it. And it's a good solid truck, and it drives really nice. I will say the steering wheel is off center just a little bit to the left. You could have that replaced or repaired, just clocking the steering wheel, but the alignment is good on the truck. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. If there's ever anything else that y'all want to see, have comments, concerns, questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to see all of the new updates for the content we're putting out daily. Check us out at PCClassicCars.com, and we will see you guys on the next test drive video. Thanks again for watching.